And what type of a luxury was it to have a hitter the caliber of DJ LeMahieu available at that spot in the game?
Yeah, definitely turned into a really good off day for him. When you can have an off day and walk him off in the same. Yeah, it's good. I considered it to lead off the eighth there, but I just wanted to hold him for the middle of the order. Especially if they got into a Mesa, Romano, Swanson lane there, and I thought Calhoun really good at bat to set it up for him right in front of him, and then yeah, DJ just to come in and smoke one like that and finish off. Really good ball game. Obviously, tough run scoring environment today. Both pitching staffs did well, and even when they did get in some trouble, were able to make pitches. So big at bat there though by DJ.
There's also a big at bat by Anthony Volpe to get you guys on the board. What'd you think of the crowd reaction to that home run?
It was awesome. It was one of those, goosebumps. It had that pretty electric environment, for an April game. You get those every now and then, and a tense game like that, 0-0 the whole way, and then Peraza getting a big hit to get it going, and then Anthony really jumped on it. So it was one of those good regular season moments at the stadium.
Overall, what did you think of Garrett? Any consideration to letting him trying to finish that inning there?
No, he was done. I think he was just a little gassed even going out in that inning. So I just wanted to make sure he was good for Varsho. And he felt good to finish Varsho, but that was going to be it. I think for as good as he pitched today, right from Jump Street, he was up against it there early, second and third, and goes really executed well against Chapman after he falls behind him 3-0 and comes back and punches him, and then gets Varsho too, like big first inning, hold your ground, execute when you're up against it a little bit, and that he had a couple of those moments throughout the day where he had to navigate a little bit, but overall I thought he threw the ball well.
Dave and Eric.
You've been telling us, Aaron, as it goes along, that Volpe's going to, get going just because of the way he does kind of control the strike zone and stuff. The past even like 9 games or so, you've seen him be a little bit more of a, I don't know if it's comfort or confidence or what, but now he's starting to drive the ball a little bit more. And are you seeing that out of him kind of in a rapid,
no
rapid
doubt.
basis?
Yeah, I feel like the last 10 days you've really start to see consistent at bat quality. Whatever the result ends up being, it's been that. And for him to really jump on one there, obviously in a big spot, but he's a heavy at bat. He's a tough at bat. Whether you get him out or not. And I think that consistency, has been that last 7-10 days been really good.
Eric.
Aaron, what was the discussion with you, Garrett, and Manny Gonzalez after the caught stealing that ended the 4th inning, I think it was?
Yeah, I think they were conferring to see if he got pushed off the bag or so they were just sorting that out. So, yeah, that's just that.
Anyone else? Mark.
You mentioned Peraza. Just what has stood out about his at-bats today and since you've called him up?
He's been patient. That he's been patient, and that always hasn't been his thing necessarily. And I feel like I think about a walk he had the other night, laying off a really tough 3-2 pitch, but he's been controlling the strike zone a little bit, and that's been encouraging to see. And he's come up and had a smile on his face and ready, and I think he's enjoying playing the game with these guys. And credit to him. Obviously, a tough situation there at the end of spring, and it hasn't changed the person he is or how he's going about things. And just you can tell he's excited for the opportunity, wants to help us win, and that's what I've noticed. And I've noticed him, doing a good job of controlling the zone too.
Gary.
What made Manoah so tough today?
He was ahead a lot, coming in. He'd walked a lot of guys in his first several starts. That wasn't an issue today. He was filling up the zone. I thought he did a good job of mixing. We saw a lot of changeups even with some of our lefties. But I thought he was unpredictable. But he was getting some count leverage for the most part. A couple times he got in trouble. He got in trouble in the one inning where we got the second and third. He was able to get out of it by making some pitches. But I think he was in the strike zone with what seemed like pretty good stuff today.
Anyone else? Max? No, Max. Sorry.
Were you staying away from King today?
Yeah.
The double play ball that Cordero got there, how big was that and how good has he been?
Yeah, it was huge. I talk about it a lot, but, not having Lowe right now or Trevino or Tommy, you hate not having those guys, but it also, hopefully is something that serves us well because we get to find out about Jimmy and Hamilton and on, and they've stepped up in some big spots, and they need to. You can't run to the same people all the time every night, and Jimmy, we're excited about him in spring training, and I feel like he's come out and really thrown the ball well and had a little bit of a presence to him, and falls behind there against, it's a tough customer. You flip that lineup over and you go up against the top of that lineup. Springer hit it pretty hard, but just a good job of making a pitch when he needed it.